Hey, how's it going, everybody? So, yeah, it's been a couple of days since my last video, and the reason for that is on my recording and streaming rig over there, my CPU cooler gave out on me, and that is actually this little guy right here. This is a Corsair H100i that I bought about 10 years ago, little 120 millimeter radiator AIO. And yeah, I uh, I went to go tilt the case back to take a look at something inside one day, and all of a sudden I started hearing some really bad noises in my case. And I thought maybe, a wire had gotten up against one of the fans, so took the panel off, looked inside, there was nothing touching any of the fans, and it couldn't have been any of the hard drives because they're all SSDs. And then it dawned on me that, oh, the only thing that could be possibly making that noise would either be the fan on the power supply or my cooler. So I shut it down right away, and yeah, it turns out it was my cooler. The pump on this poor little thing gave out finally after 10 years. Uh, that thing has been swapped out between three different computers over the years, so it's had a long, good life. And what I put in to replace it was this little guy right here. This is the Noctua NHD15S. It is a D-type cooler. It is an air cooler. And it is an absolute beast. It's a very tall cooler. It barely fits in my case. There is maybe 2 millimeters of room between the top of that cooler and the side panel on my case. And it has, I believe it's the D15. Uh, oh, actually, take a look at it. Could be wrong, and I probably am. It is the NF-A15 PWM fan. So it is a 150 millimeter fan. Oh, 140 by 150 by 25 millimeter. Uh, so it's a big fan. It's a big cooler. And right now, if I pulled up uh, CPU monitor, or CPU ID monitor, and took a look at all my temperatures right now, it would show me that the idle temperature on that PC right now would be 35 degrees. So it does a very good job of cooling that little 1700X 8-core CPU right now. Uh, it does, of course, have a little bit of a load on it right now because I do have OBS running, but OBS really doesn't use up a whole lot of the CPU, mainly the GPU, which is probably a good thing. So, yeah, there's that. And work, of course, is just horrendous as usual. What job isn't? So, I've started a new little project here. I used the Flintstone. Where are you here? There it is. The rough Flintstone blocks for the entrance here to what is going to be the Library of the Ancients. I've only gotten this far. Brought a little hallway in and I put that thing there, so I've actually got some light so that I can work in here. Because at nighttime it gets rather dark in there. It gets kind of dark out here too, which is why I put this brazier here. And I have a level 4 flame right there to ensure that I've got lots of room to build. And as you can see, I've got that to work with, plus whatever's underground. And where I am is right here. So this is the vault of the farmer, and just over from that there is the abandoned hunter camp and Westcott. And there's a flame sanctum over there. The necropolis is right up there, but it's pretty high. It's like way up there on the hill, so I really don't have to worry about that too much. And then we've got the Grind Teeth Grotto and a Shroud Root up there, and another Flame Shrine over there. But I am digging straight north into here, and I am going to build in this area here, hopefully before I hit that shroud on the other side. Now, there is an ancient obelisk over there, which really is pretty fortunate. So if I build this thing here, maybe I can build out over here somewhere and possibly make a bridge that goes across here so that we can get access to the obelisk. It's because, you know, that would kind of make sense. Uh, they've got a library right there, they've got an obelisk right there, so people would be able to come in from this side past the obelisk and over into the library, and people visiting the Vault of the Farmer and Westcott could just come right up here and go in there as well. As far as finding a spot to build this thing on this map, I have found that trying to find a spot to build any big structures on here to be very challenging. Like, look at this map. There's stuff everywhere. We've got flame sanctums and shrines everywhere, and then little towns and vaults and elixir wells and shroud roots everywhere in here. So this is one of the few spots that I found. I'll be probably building some of this underneath the necropolis and all around here. I won't get as far as that flame shrine or willow crush over there, or at least I'm hoping. It's not all going to be on one flat plane. I am going to go down with this a bit, and I am going to come up a little bit, just for effect. But other than that, finding a place to build around here is so hard. Uh, just with the amount of stuff, all the good spots on the map are taken by, you know, Cave Passage, Flame Shrine, Shroud Roots, Sanctums, little towns all over the place. Just, yeah, so hard to find a spot to build. From my home right there, which is at the Pillars of Creation, yes, that one elixir well over here just keeps beckoning to me. I cleared you. What do you want? Quit blinking at me. Uh, I did find one spot that would be good to build, and it is surprisingly right here. There is a flame sanctum here, but this is kind of a little mini mountain over here, and the flame sanctum entrance is like way down here at the bottom of the hill. Now, the Mistbury Catacombs, where the Queen is buried, is right there next door to it, and there's a hill of scavengers right there. I thought of building on top of here, but I don't know. I got looking at it, and the complications of building on multiple different levels on that hill around it uh, seemed like a bit much. So I scrapped that idea, and we came over here. One other place that I really wanted to build that I think would be a really great place to build is just up here by Pike's Board. Actually, right there. But unfortunately, the barrier for the world is right here. Because I wanted to build into the side of this hill right here, but the barrier is just in front of that. So there goes that idea. But I am going to keep looking around this map and try and find a few other spots where I can build around here. Possibly over here somewhere. There was a spot. I think it was over here. It was somewhere on the eastern side of the map, and I think it was right up over here. Uh, but of course, there's a lot of sand, a lot of wind that blows across the top of that thing, so it's kind of where I didn't decide to build there. I had thought of building uh, back here somewhere, because this is the Cinder Vault where we start. And there's my first house, and there's Long Keep. And coming out of the Cinder Vault, there is a way to get up on top of the mountain right behind the Cinder Vault here. And I thought of maybe building into that, but I was worried about running into the Cinder Vault. And we've got the scavenger camp over there and a shroud route there. So, I don't know. Uh, Maybe I'll go visit this idea again later on sometime and take a look at Long Keep, and maybe there were spots along the back here where I could possibly dig into the mountain and then come south. So, maybe come back to here and come here and then build something underground there and have it peeking out the side of the mountain higher up. But yeah, that'll be for another day, another project. For now, I am going to work on this right here, and we're going to see how much of the library I can get built. Uh, so, libraries should be somewhat understated. They don't need to be these massive grand things with all kinds of marble and everything in them, although I will be using a few blocks that resemble that. But we start off out here, very simple, with flintstone at the entrance and just coming inside. And I think that's about as far as the flintstone is going to go, is right there. It's just going to be this entrance right here, and then after this, I am going to go in and use other ones, probably not city wall, but I may use the highly polished stone block, possibly the fancy stone, uh, maybe the limestone as well, I don't know, and desert temple. We'll see, possibly even some well block in there. I will be using the luminescent block at some point in here, just for effect. But we'll have to see how it goes and how I feel about it. So that's just kind of a little update on why I haven't been recording any videos this last week, and what I'm starting on building now. So I'm gonna get back to this, and I'll catch you later.